Hey, Scrapper Names fans, how are we all? So I've got an art journal page to share with you today, which is pretty exciting. I actually have a few videos to share with you this week, which is even better. So what you're looking at here is a page out of a 2018 calendar. Yes, I'm one of those people that see the potential in any inanimate kind of, well, not inanimate, but random object, I guess. So this is, I have cut it out from my calendar from last year, which was a Kaiser Craft calendar that I kept. Let's fix my mic up, sorry. So I cut it out, fussy cut it out, and cut her legs off because it didn't fit in my Dylusions art journal here. And I am just using some matte gel medium to stick her in my book. I did debate whether or not I was going to do a 2-page spread or one. I actually usually only do a 1-page spread, but I was feeling a bit inky quill in Jane Davenport inspired, so I decided to do 2 pages. So I am going to go all collagey and painty here, and I had an absolute ball. So what I'm doing is ripping up some pieces in my mixed media texture kind of box of goodies, is some of these old school sewing patterns. As you can see, they're yellowing, and so they're old. They were gifted to me at Christmas in a gift swap, and so I'm just kind of ripping them up and tearing them out, and I've decided to sort of tear out the pieces that have the pictures of the girls on it. I just kind of all of a sudden was drawn to those pictures. I'm thinking it's kind of feeling the mood I was in. And just some other bits and pieces there. So I just went with it. So, and I'm just using the matte gel medium just to stick everything in, which actually adhered really well. Sometimes I can never tell whether or not I'm doing it right, or this whole art journaling process is still, whilst I've been doing it for a while, it's still kind of new-ish to me, so I'm still trial and erroring, that's not even a word, it. So, now I'm pulling out some of my Jane Davenport goodies. I've been very much in a Jane Davenport mood. I love my Jane, as does my 6-year-old, we've discovered. So I'm just pulling out some of her collage napkin kind of pieces, and I'm just pulling off pieces that either have some that I've used before. So I'm trying to use up bits and pieces that I don't before ripping into new serviette napkin bits. So some that have faces, I'm kind of going with the people collage, and then those that have colour. As you can see there. So there's that box of napkins there. They've got a whole heap of different ones she's got, which is really cool. They're great for collaging. It's obviously their purpose. So it's really cool. There's one like this that has the spots on them with the faces mixed into them, and little quotes and things like that. So it makes it really good. So my Dylusions paint there in the polished jade. I have to say this is one of my favourite colours in the Dylusions paint. And away I go. I don't think I make you watch all of this. And I'm just kind of slapping it on, which is kind of slapping it on for me, Amy style. Just roughly going around the edges. And before this one dries, I do the wipe through a stencil technique just to get those words through. I had to give it a good rub. I think the trick is you really need to make sure your wipes are really freshly open. Mine have been sitting on my trolley for months, really. They haven't dried up, but they're not really moist. So but they worked. I just had to give them a really good go through the stencil, give it a really good rub. So it's a Flutter by Design stencil from the We Won the World or Flawless collection, one or the other. So I went back through with a white paint pen. I just added some little outlines on different letters of the words just to make them pop a little bit. And now I'm using some Jane Davenport Incredible Inks just to add some splatters. Again, I'm just really wanting to play with product. It's just really me videoing me playing with some different things in my art journal. I really like these Incredible Inks. They're really easy to use. They move really well in comparison to, I think, watercolors as well. But I'm no expert. I didn't quite do what I wanted, though they don't splatter, I guess, the best way. So what I did was get a fan brush and just sort of move them around with that, so it kind of didn't go very well. But anyway, it's an art journal, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then I used a quote that was on one of the pages of the calendar from last year. So yeah, just suiting the frame of mind I'm thinking, I guess, kind of thing. So yeah. And then my page is just about done, I think. Oh, that's right. I decided it needed a little bit of pops of lighter colour. So I decided to get the white paint pen and just doodle around, really. I didn't think the page was completed. It still looked a bit bare for my liking. Yeah, as I said, it just needed some white or something, and that's what I did. And I didn't wait for the Dylusions paint to dry very well. And so, yeah, my paint pen didn't like that very much. Whoops. Now, the trick to, and something I didn't do in previous art journal pages because I'm lazy really, and I learnt my lesson, was always make sure you put baking paper or whatever you call it in between, wax-proof paper, between your pages so they don't stick when you are painting, which I didn't do previously and have lost 2 pages to my art journal because they've now stuck together. Whoopsie-daisy. Anyway, it's all good. But yeah, so that is my art journal page for this episode done. So kind of hope you've enjoyed my process. It's a bit messy, it's a bit fun, and I enjoyed getting my hands absolutely covered in paint and ink and all those fun products. But as I said, it was just me mucking around with different things. It doesn't have to be perfect. It was just, yeah, getting it out there. So I got some close-ups in the end here. And if you've got any questions, let me know. But see you again later in the week with some more fun things. Bye for now.